Hello here, greet you here. This is from Germany. Hello, hello, hello. And the last week of 2020. Oh my gosh, what an amazing year. A crazy year. And yeah, it's definitely easy to look at the problems, how bad it's been for most everyone because of this corona situation. And always in life, it's easy to focus on the problem outside and to yeah, act like the victim. We are the victim of the situation. But then also, it's really important for us to understand that we have created this situation and we have co-created this situation. It's not because of this virus, or just like in a war, it's not because of the enemy, or in our personal life when we have problems with people in our lives and we usually are very argumentative. We always blame things outside of us. But it's never that. It's always us and how we respond to things which ultimately we cannot change. It's probably one of the most important things I've learned during my life, that we can choose our attitude. And our attitude determines everything. We can actually choose our thoughts. Our thinking creates our reality. I'm not the first one to say that, but really what that means is something I like to draw attention to here with realize to actualize, not just to know that, but to use that knowledge in everyday life, that our thoughts create our reality. So why would we think a negative thought? Why would we just focus on our problems? I mean, if we focus on our problems, we get more problems. And by thinking about our problems, they will not solve. They will not be solved. We cannot solve our problems by thinking about them. But if we instead focusing on our problems, we focus on the opportunity. We focus on, okay, what options do I have? That opens up a whole new reality. And this is really our freedom. The freedom to think, to choose our attitude, to choose our thoughts in any given situation. And that is the most difficult thing in life, but also the most important thing. I can choose my attitude. I can choose my thoughts. I can learn to master my thoughts. Instead of being controlled by my thoughts and controlled by my emotions, I learn to develop my own thinking, develop how I feel. And that all depends on what I focus on. And we all can have examples about that every day when we see problems and we deal with problems, we deal with people who upset us. We can give this energy, in which case this will grow and we get upset, we feel bad. Nothing really changes. We eventually end up in an argument, or we get sick, we get depressed, we get tired, have no energy because we're just focusing on the problem, which ultimately is something outside of us that we cannot change. Or we can catch ourselves, we can catch our thoughts, we can become aware of our thoughts and think about our thoughts and then realize, hey, I don't want to think that way. I don't want to think about the problem. I don't want to give this person who just said something bad about me and I got really upset, right? But I don't want to give that person power. Why would I want to give that person power? I cannot change that person. I mean, they have their own reality, their own truth, their own, as we say in German, Wahrnehmung, their own perception. And that's them. I cannot change them. That's actually, don't make a thing out of it. That's also the point about kind thing. It's their thing, who they are. But how I am, that's my thing. How I react, how I think, how I choose my response, that's my thing. And I can change that, and out of this I can create my own reality. So I'm not just a victim of circumstances. I'm not just a victim of how people and circumstances and things make me feel. But I can, instead of just being reactive, I can become proactive. And that is something really, really powerful. Very, very powerful. Actually, we all are powerful beyond what we can ever begin to imagine. We just don't see that because we have become so disempowered. And in a way, we all are like victims in this world. We go in as victims through life, where we are victims of circumstances. If things are good, we're happy. If things go our way, we're happy. But if things don't go so well, then we feel bad. So we're always like dependent on what is happening to us. I don't think that should be this way, because like this, we are always like victims. We're always reacting. And we should learn to take charge of our own lives. of our own thoughts. That's really where it begins. What we focus on creates our reality. I mean, that is something so important. Wow. With this new way of thinking, what I'm trying to propose here, realize to actualize, we can stop all war. We can stop all arguments. Why would we ever argue with somebody? It only is a result because we don't accept them. We don't like what they're saying, and then we compare it to our own way of thinking, and then we get argumentative, saying, oh no, you shouldn't think that way, oh no, you're wrong, and then we get also defensive because we allow the person to take power from us. And we're all mirrors, and sometimes people see something in you they don't like. Something, maybe they see something in you that triggers them, and then they get argumentative, and then they're getting mean-spirited towards you. But that's their reality. That has nothing really to do with you, because you're just their mirror. As we all are mirrors to each other. Something really, really powerful to understand. There's so little we human beings know. So little we know. So now is an opportunity actually to focus more on, or to become more aware of something that we haven't previously understood. And this is what I've come to find, that's the key really, is this real learning. Not just this academic stuff or book learning or what teachers tells you in order to get a new job, in order to develop a career, to be successful. It's a learning about ourselves. It's about the learning about the nature of life, the true nature of life, the nature of reality, the nature of each other, the nature of ourselves. How can I really get to know myself? We're all functioning in this world. We all have become conditioned to play our part, and we all look for a better life. That's all. What's the reality? That's the truth, right? We're all looking for a better life. But we don't really know about life. We don't know ourselves. We have lost the way. And so now is really the time more than ever to find the way to reconnect ourselves to with the true nature of life, with our true nature, and to connect with one another, real connections. While, I think there's also something to be said about that, our government, our authority, always has played human beings against each other in war, people fighting each other, killing each other, while war is not because there's an enemy, it's because it's business. It's all business, right? And now also authorities saying, yeah, there's this virus, you need to socially distance, you can't be close with each other, don't look at each other, don't even touch, be afraid. Fear, fear, fear is what's controlling us. I think the hell with that. Fear is the real virus. Fear is the real virus. We're all going to die one day, right? And to just be in this paranoid state of mind where we're all like, oh, I don't want to, I'm afraid to catch this virus to die, right? Would then be even told, oh yeah, you need to do this to be responsible, to put a mask on and to socially distance, to be responsible so somebody else will not catch that. I'm telling you, this is all being used to keep us separate from each other. Ultimately, once we unite, that's really what those in power are afraid of, because there's a saying of the people, the power of the people is so much stronger than those in power. That's absolutely true. And we have now this power. We need to realize this power. That is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. That love is all there is. There is no fear. There is no enemy. Problems are opportunities, are challenges. Life is a gift. Life is a miracle. We know so little about that. And I hope that maybe in this video I can encourage you a little bit to look at that for yourself. Maybe you can also check my website, kinding.com, where you can get maybe a little more inspiration. And if you have some more questions, if you like some more help, more ideas, I'll be very happy to speak with you. You can catch me. Also, information about that is on my website, email. You can call me on the phone, through Skype. Also, I'm available on Zoom. I'm very happy to meet you. And also now, of course, here in Germany, in Nackenheim, a small town between Mainz and Worms, close to Frankfurt. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. And I wish you a great last week of 2020. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Thank you.